Hi, my name's Kat, and the other day I filmed a makeup video and I got a little bit of support, so I will continue to make makeup videos, I guess. And so today I thought I would do my signature everyday look, and I thought I would kind of do the get ready with me style where it kind of, you see me with no makeup on and then it kind of progresses. And if you follow me on Tumblr, then you'll know what look I'm about to do because it's makeup that I wear a lot. I really have a solid routine that I do for everything but the lips. The lips I'll change up, but I have a pretty standard thing. So that's what I will show you today, and that's all I have to say for now. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, jumping right in, I tied up my hair and then I put on some hand sanitizer because I'm about to touch my face. Then I did some chapstick and moisturizer. And then I jump right in to foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin, and then I think the other one's called Fluid Touch. I'm just using it to lighten the Better Skin because mine's a little too dark. And so I'm using that big sponge. I held it up next to the Real Techniques one to show you the size difference, and I've really been enjoying this actually. It kind of almost feels like a big powder puff in my hand, so I can really just tap out my foundation really quick, and I like how easy it makes the process. So here you see my concealer. I don't do a lot of heavy duty concealing, or I'm not trying to highlight with my concealer or anything. I just want to cover up a little bit of discoloration. And you see there that I have the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and that's what I've been using to set my face. And as you can see, I kind of blend over my eye area just to keep the creases from being set with my powder, because that area creases so fast for me. I need to go back in and make sure everything's blended right before I set everything. So then, after I kind of set the areas that I feel like I'm a little more prone to oil to, around my nose, on my forehead, on my eyelids, because I don't use eye primer that much. I just use my concealer as my base. And I'm not even doing an eye look, who am I kidding? But I'm taking a bigger powder brush, and I use that to set the rest just really lightly. And then I use the same powder brush to bronze my skin, and I bronze really heavily on my forehead. And then I do my cheeks, and then I just kind of swirl a little bit wherever I feel like it's necessary. I kind of use bronzer as a transition shade for the rest of my skin work, because I'm really heavy on powders, so I kind of want everything to blend nicely. So I'm using a smaller version of that powder brush, and I'm using it to contour. And I am just doing a little bit of contouring just to make this video not super boring. At least I'm doing something. So I just go in and I do a little bit of that powder everywhere. And when you saw me hit the nose and the chin, that wasn't really to contour, that's just to bring the color everywhere. So now I'm going in with that fluffy, it's not really that fluffy, it's just an angled blush brush, just to kind of blend everything out even further with that bronzer. And the next thing I'm doing is taking the same bronzer and my favorite crease blending brush, and I'm just popping that in the crease and a little bit on the lower lash line just to bring cohesion to the face. It's not even necessarily to bring definition, it's just because I don't want my eyes to just be a block of nothing and then everything else be bronzed and contoured. So then, this is sad, my highlighter fell out of the pan. So that was a little RIP moment there. So I used this huge fan brush to lay down that highlighter that broke, and that is just kind of my initial glow. That's what I'll call it. It's not really to highlight, it's for the glow. So now I'm taking a different highlighter, which is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic, and I use that as my lid color, which I'm going to go back in with the same highlighter to highlight everywhere else. So I just kind of use that on my eyes and then everywhere else. So I'm using a different brush to highlight my nose here, and then I use that same brush and I highlight other pinpoint areas, my cupid's bow, under my brows, and then I'm using a small fan brush to highlight my face even further. This is more of the pinpoint cheek highlight. I really go in with this part. It's the Pinktastic again. I really like those e.l.f. baked products. But anyway, this is the brow trio that I've been using for years, off and on. And I'm just going to take that middle taupe shade and do most of my brow fill-in. I was asked to do a brow video, so I'm just speeding through this, but as you can see, it's quite a process. I really go back and forth until I get my desired brow look, which has been pretty intense lately. I feel like the time is now for me to have these bold brows. I know the time is right. So now I'm going in with some brow gel, and then here I'm holding up the Essence Silky Touch blush in Autumn Peach, and I just have a Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just throwing some of that on. And now I'm just blending over that stuff with brushes I've used previously. And now I'm curling my lashes and doing just a little coat of mascara. I was kind of messy with this mascara application. You see that I get some on my eye there. But I just kind of throw my mascara on, then comb through it if it looks a little chunky. See there, I got it on my face. But anyway, there I'm wiping off anything that's on my lips. I don't like applying lip products over foundation or chapstick. I like having clean lips. So I'm about to go in with this Wet n Wild lip liner. I really like these lip liners. I feel like as long as you have the right shade for you, for your needs, they work just as fine as any other lip liner I've tried. That's more than 99 cents. So anyway, a look that I've been doing a lot, a lip look that I've been really enjoying, is using a mauve lip liner and then going over the top with a pink lip cream or liquid lipstick. And in this case, I just use the Ulta matte lip cream in the shade Artistic. I really enjoy that formula of that lip cream because it has a lot of playtime. It does dry down matte, but it's not uncomfortable on the lips, which is really great for the winter when my lips can get a little parched. So there you see, I wiped off the applicator and then went in with it just to get kind of not a crap ton of that, basically. So I think I'm about done. Oh, yep. And now I'm just going to clean up the mascara that I got there. I think a little bit later I realized that I have some on the other side too, but I take this opportunity to do just a few touch-ups, of course with that bronzer, then my highlight, just kind of blend everything a little bit, and then, I like to go back and add more highlight under my brows after I do them, because I kind of build the bottom of my brow where there's not a whole lot of hairs, so I have to, I either have to guesstimate where I put my highlight or just do it afterwards. So that's it. That's it. I did it. We got through it. Oh yeah, I forgot setting spray the first time around, so I did it again, but now I'm out of time, so bye. Okay, so you made it through the whole video. Good job. This is the finished look. I wanted to say, the first thing that I want to say is I am taking requests. I want requests. Because, like, if someone tells me to keep doing videos, I'll do them. Like, I want to make people happy, and I want to share makeup. That's why I'm doing this right now, is because I want to share my experiences and my knowledge of makeup. And, if people want me to keep doing these videos, then I want to know what people specifically want to see, because I don't want to be like, I'll be like, oh, I have a great idea for a video, and then I put it out and everyone's like, but why? Like, we all know how to do a smoky eye or whatever. Like this video was my idea. So hopefully you like it, learn something. Okay. So that's that. I will do a blog post. I did a blog post with my last video, and I just feel like a blog post is a good place to kind of refer back to if you don't want to watch however many minutes long this video is. If you're like, what lip color was she wearing, or like what did she use on her brows, you can like come to the video and just click the blog post. Or I do have a makeup themed, like makeup centered blog, and it's kfea.tumblr.com. I will put a link to the post specifically, and I will also put links to my ask boxes. If you want to send me a request, I know some people like to do the whole anon thing, so you can send me messages on Tumblr anonymously without even having a Tumblr, so that's nice if you want to do that. Just send me ideas, requests, whatever. If I forgot anything, I will put them into the description. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Bye bye.
I just hope that something in this appealed to you. No one cares.
Why did I do that?
I'm annoying myself.